Hello everybody, this is going to be another whatever comes out reading. We're going to start with this Akashic Tarot deck and see what wants to step forward. Get some short messages for those who need some more clarity because the daily dharmas lately have been a little complex. There's a lot going on, so we're going to try to get some additional information. Let's see what wants to step forward in the pre-shuffles. I saw the Ace of Cups card, the Ace of Roses, with the soul contract commitment, and also the Fated Meeting card. Those ones want to come out. All right. Let's see. Number 18, Major Arcana, up in the air, something up in the air. Something that has not grounded, hasn't been settled, hasn't been thoroughly figured out. A confusing circumstance that could go either way based on the changing winds. And the Ascent, that is the Seven of Keys. Keys in this deck representing the Earth suit, Pentacles. Talking about having really gotten to the top of a summit here, indicating an accomplishment, an achievement. Perhaps you've learned everything that you needed to learn in some type of a way. There's been a decision, there's been a choice point, there's been perhaps something spoken that now is being settled. Did I pick that up? Yep, I picked it up in reverse. We have Eight of Scrolls, Paths Unknown. So yeah, it's not quite sure. Things could go either way. You could go either way. Maybe you're kind of at a point where, you're tossing a quarter, so to speak, and wondering, so what does this mean? And now you're perhaps even for some released of some type of obligation, burden, or association that now you're more of a free agent and can go in whatever direction you want to go. Let's take these two and this one. So now we have Intricacies and Industries, Seven of Scrolls. That's the air, Sign of Swords. And this talking about your ability to build something. Maybe this is something that you put a lot of time, energy, and attention into. It could be like a business that you built from the ground up and now you're not feeling that you want to continue it. It was part of your dream and now it's kind of not giving you that same satisfaction. You've achieved it and maybe now it's time to pass the baton to the next person, to sell it, or to move into the next thing or the next phase. Maybe it's a marriage or a partnership in that way that has been built and has been coming to fruition. Or, it doesn't need to be a breakup as the change. This could also be like building a house. Things are up in the air as far as like which things need to be done when. And it's like there's some type of achievement here of your ability to bring this totally into completion. But I see this conflict energy here with the Six of Roses, this water suit here. And the War of the Roses, I understand this to be the battle amongst families that were next door to each other. And were they even part of the same family? Because it was the Roses. It's not like the Roses and the whatever. Like there's that hillbilly dispute that some people remember and I can't remember it. But so this may also be something within the family. Maybe you've built up part of your family owned business and you've really gotten to the top in some manner, but now you're kind of feeling like it's a time for a change of direction or something. And we have Archangel Michael came out also in the, I believe it came out in the Daily Dharma and in the other upload that's coming in. Oh, underneath the deck, we have, check this out, Fated Meeting keeps coming out, number 7. And this one over here came out in the daily, oh, the previous reading as well. And it's talking about your calling, perhaps somebody sending a message, text, email, otherwise. And maybe this, I mean, this doesn't need to be romance. Obviously, this is a general reading. So this fated meeting could be like, now you've been in this business or this developed situation where you've risen to the top in some manner, gained that attention, and now you're ready for the next thing. And somebody has taken notice and wants to set up a meeting with you, or to get together and see if there's some way you could work together, or so on. I want to see that one. The bird's nest is kind of showing itself here under this fated meeting card here. 3 of Forces. So the way this seems to me too, with the War of the Roses, that one feels like there's more in there. Maybe this is something, whether you taking this new direction or shifting up your job, maybe going from, let's say, working for one company for 30 years and now you're, let's say, like the vice president. But honestly, what you really want to be is some kind of adventurous influencer here who climbs summits and films it, or I'm just making this stuff up based on these imageries. But maybe you've really taken your time and your whole life to develop something, and now your family wants to say, oh well, don't quit. Our family believes in hard work, and maybe it's just a midlife crisis. But the cards suggest maybe it's just your fated calling. Maybe this is opportunity knocking so that you can come out and inspire the world with your own personal magic, with whatever is calling to you, whatever resonates with your heart and soul and the reason for you being here. And for those others, maybe this is actually the meeting of your lifelong partner, some type of soulmate connection, because we did have that soul contract in the pre-shuffle. So let's get a couple of oracle cards before we close out and get some additional messages. Let's get some messages on... Actually, let's just real quick. I know that this is a generic reading, but because we've got this fated meeting, I would like to get a card from... Let's use this one. Let's get some tarot on this one real quick. Underneath the deck, we have 19, the sun, vitality, and joy with the hummingbird. Love that card. So you may have loved ones in spirit helping you to connect with this fated meeting. And it came out again, 19 in my hand, and 16, the tower, with that chameleon energy here. So the tower says release and revelation. So maybe this up in the air is just kind of like, saying, well, I've done all I can do here. And you just kind of toss it up in the air, so to speak. But the tower says that great change is upon you, and to be proactive in releasing these things that have been identified as needing to go can reveal the truth and the clarity of your life. It can revitalize you with this joy and vitality card. It can rejuvenate you by the dismantling of things that are not for us. We can take those resources and build them back into something that can really help us and suit us well. So some type of family conflict. So perhaps in a marriage, this could be like the need to walk away from something that has been a lifelong partnership because there's conflict, and Archangel Michael is protecting the children. If that's a message that you need, your children are protected. But yeah, there's a need to get back to something. And 4 of Crystals, control and security under the deck. And is that an It's not an otter. I'm not really sure what that little animal is swimming. Is it a beaver? I'm not sure. Maybe those images speak to you. But control and security, it's almost like taking control of your financial future, taking ownership and control more so of your destiny, of the ability for you to use your skills towards something that really truly feels treasured and it feels like fulfillment to you, which no one else can define that for you. Okay, that one kind of flew over there. I'm going to just quick pause so that I don't bump around. Okay, so flying off the side of the table, we have the Eight of Shells, which is this starfish quest and renewal, which is interesting to me because it looks like the star card to me. It's this um, quest and renewal. For some, it may be just, and okay, we've got the hot air balloon, we've got the ascent, which shows an individual taking this journey to the top of a mountain, a hike, and then this fated meeting. There's some type of travel or getting out of your normal, taking the many paths card too in my mind, maybe even taking a different way to work in the morning, or being able to renew something within the family, some type of faith, hope, and a quest here to revitalize the health and well-being of the unit, whether that's a business or something else. And then we have zero, which is the Fool card, the traveler with this leaping gazelle, I believe. Adventure and potential. Yeah, you want more from life than something here. And sanctuary and rest with Four of Feathers under the deck here, this hibernation phase. Maybe you've been resting, sleeping on it for a few days, few weeks, few months, whatever, few years, as the case may be, at 12:12 on the timer. Sanctuary and rest is like, maybe this is representing the comfort zone. You know, we've been talking about the family and the business that you perhaps have risen to the top in, and that doesn't even need to be the case. It could be something that you've been held down in that now is like, well, I've gotten as far as I can go based on these circumstances, but I want more. The quest, the urge here of the soul is to move beyond what's comfortable and like, you know, every day you can get that salary just by showing up and punching the clock and doing a few things, you know, but can you really live your life from behind a desk? And for some of you, it's really hitting you in the way that you really either need a big vacation, a spa day, some type of uh, short travel or rest or leisure trip, or maybe you are really wanting to simplify your life and make an extreme change here. And whatever you're on board with and whatever your urge is protected. And there is some type of fated event or meeting that's coming in for you. All right, look at what's under the deck here. Dancing in the rainbow. And just to clarify, let's see this rainbow as just, you know, whatever is personal to you. It doesn't need to represent anything else. I did get a comment about that. So to me, it's many things. It represents the ability to recognize the renewal process of the rainbow after the storm. We can look at it as the treasured chest, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, talking about if we follow our dreams, if we follow that delight after the storms to its end, then we really can see what benefit it played. We can get the rewards from it. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back, express happiness, and find out what you truly desire. And shared inspiration with more dolphins below that. I just want to shuffle it and see what wants to pop out for you, and then we'll get some animal totem energies here for your personal strength, and then we'll close out your reading. All right, let's take that one. Ooh, now we have a shark in the midst. Persistent drive, number 11. See what you desire and move towards that goal. It's time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So, definitely a lot of tenacity stepping forward, and your ability to really get things done with that ascent. It's like you may have already had quite a bit of success, either as you define it or even social success, financial success. But this persistent drive is lending itself to say, well, when I feel limitation, it makes me want to have new goals, to raise the bar, to raise the standard, to think, what else have I yet to accomplish? What else is on that bucket list? Where do I want to go? What do I want to heal within family relationships? And what else is coming my way? And so you're moving towards your goals in that regard. And under the deck, let your personality shine also came out for the other ones. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. So absolutely, it looks like you're a very high achiever and that you're ready to make some new connections that are going to take you to this next level or unlock some type of fated goal or objective of yours that is waiting to be unpacked and unwrapped. So let's get you an animal totem before I forget and close out too early here. Yeah, any strength stepping forward for the viewer at this time? One more. Lion, higher calling. I like that one. That nice mated pair there. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and for your tribe. And under the deck, couple, we have Swan with Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. And I would say that also swans mate for life, do they not? And the male and female both stick around to raise the young and protect the young. And below that, this was popping out, and it seems very crucial to the reading in some type of a way. Maybe that means something for you. Hummingbird energy, very prominent here. You are the joy bringer or the light bringer, as the case may be, because we do have this light of the world here, and clearing the way below that. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So yeah, if you are in a situation that is no longer making you happy, it's the revitalization of situations so that greater happiness can come. Maybe you need a date night, a spa day together, or by yourself, whatever it is, but through the persistent drive, something here can really go the distance. But, it's a time of great change. And as a general reading, that little tidbit here that needs to be said is that if you know your situation is not bringing you happiness, and the revitalization isn't working, it's definitely that Eight of Shells here. Quest and renewal is about walking away from something that walking away from battles, walking away from conflict energy, dancing in the rainbow, investing in things that connect with the vitality and joy. And yeah, joy is in here a couple different times. So definitely seek for that North Star, that guiding light, and keep chasing those rainbows, folks. All right. Take good care of yourselves, and until next time.